Hi, today we're making a beautiful golden brass ring using rhodonite stone, and it's lovely, it's easy to make, and follow along with me. Here we go. We cut three lengths of brass wire 1 millimeter thick and 30 centimeters long or 12 inches long, and bend all three wires around your ring mandrel to the size you'd like. This brass wire I'm using is very hard and it's a beast of a thing to use, but once I've annealed it, it'll be nice and soft, and then the end result is beautiful. I use the blowtorch on those ends, the tails that are going to do a lot of bending. Heat them for a minute and then quench in a cold bowl of water. After the annealing, then thread that pretty rhodonite stone onto your middle wire. Remember, middle, not the outer wire. You want that stone to be centered in the middle. So here you have your loose ring band with a stone on it, and the stone is near the middle, and you have tails. So take the tail from that stone, the one leading off the stone, and wrap it around the band. So here you're creating a lovely wrapped feature as well as anchoring the whole thing together. So instead of curling the wire round and round, wrapping using the end of the wire, I make a circle and then just keep feeding it round and round in a wrap. You can see that this wire is very tough, even having been annealed, but the end result is always good. This brass wire will also polish up beautifully, and it looks really pretty once it's polished. So we're doing well. Now the next step is to take those three tails and to wind them, to swirl them around your stone. And here you can use a little bit of artistic license as well, or just follow along with what I do. We swirl those three wires all the way around the stone in a full circle, and then with your pliers tighten up that part where on either side of the stone. You can make it as tight or as loose as you want to. I like the middle way of doing this. Yeah, we anneal the other one of the long tails because it's going to do a lot of winding. It's going to wrap around the opposite side band, and I need it to be soft. I just heat up that little end for a little, about half a minute, and then quench in water. So there we are, it's soft. And take that tail and wrap it around the opposite side to make a balance of wraps so that your ring has a balanced look and that the stone has two pretty wraps on each side of the band. Do, do the same as the other side. Curl, 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 and then make sure they all snug up against each other and look even. And you can give it a squeeze just to lock in. Here we start finishing all the little curls. Not really finishing, but it's the prettying part where we pretty up this design. And I like to make a curl and then hammer it on the anvil to make it a little bit flat to add some texture and shine. And it makes a big difference with your design. I am always amazed at how we can take some simple materials, a little bit of wire, a pretty stone. It looks all bundly and not too good, and then refine it, add your artistic ideas, the idea of balance, and suddenly it starts to become something beautiful. I think that is why I just love making wire jewelry, and I find it awesome because there's so many ideas that we can make. Yeah, you're going to trim some of the tails if they're too long and curl them up against the stone setting. You're more or less nesting them in against the stone or against the other wire. And by turning and pressing in against the wire, you're also strengthening that structure. I always think that jewelry making is a mixture of good engineering and a little bit of embroidery work as well. And we're always stitching something together to make a strong structure. I like to take a little bit of steel wool here and to polish off all that fire scale. It brings out the beauty of the wire and the design, and it leaves those dark patches, which gives it a lovely dimension. Once it's polished and all the metal is polished and you're happy with it, you can use a sealant and then it will hold that shine and it won't darken again. I can imagine that this ring design with the brass wire would look really good with a pale lavender stone, um, celestite, lapis lazuli. I think I'll try one next. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty, the pink and the gold. I just love this ring. Let me know what yours looks like. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.